Mighty. Mighty. It's going absolutely mighty. I don't like nature. You know, I feel like taking the knife out of my pocket and cutting those blossoms off the tree. Fucking hate nature, so I do. Anything to do with the countryside. I'd prefer to be in a sort of a cafe, do you know, wearing a very nice, very funky sweater with the sleeves rolled up so people can see me tattoos and they know that I'm not just an artist, but I'm an artiste. Absolutely mighty. Anyway, scubbies, just quick video. People are out and about having a good time, you know. I have a few jokes to tell you. The first jokes are about Irish mammies, because this has never been done before in Irish comedy. It's not been on the go for about 35-40 years, mammy jokes, but Madame Stephanie Timkins is going to bring it to the people, bring it to the masses, jokes on Irish mammies. So here we go, folks. Here we go, scubbies. Why do Irish mammies always get on to you about leaving the immersion on? That's the joke. Do you get the joke, scubbies? Do you get the joke? You know, Irish mammies, sure, they're always on to us about leaving the immersion on, do you know? Why do Irish mammies always put so much butter in your sandwich? Do you know, I'd like bread on my butter. That's the joke. That's the joke. There's the woman with her dog. Why are Irish mammies always cross with you when you haven't done anything at all? When I was growing up, I wish I had an African mammy, because your Irish mammy was always making you nutritious stews. But I always wanted to go to KFC, so I wish I had an African mammy. It would have been better. That's the joke. And that's me Irish mammy routine over with. As I say, it's the cutting edge of Irish comedy to talk about Irish mammies and to denigrate them. So I have a few penguin jokes as well, but I might leave them till the end. I have a sad story. I want to play the victim for a minute. I was out for a 10-kilometre jog a few days ago, and I was coming up to a crossroads. It had a thatched cottage on it, and there were 10 Irish people from the countryside. And when they recognised me, they stopped me and said, "We don't like your comedy, Stephanie, Madame Stephanie Timkins. We don't like your comedy," they said. And I said to them, "Well, you know, I have a right to make fun of the stupid Irish people, do you know? Do you know what I mean, scobbies? I have a right." And they said to me, "We thought you were disabled. You're always on about your wheelchair. You're always on about disability. How come you're out for a jog?" And I told them, "Well, you know, I'm partially disabled. I'm partially disabled." And just to prove the point, I said to them, "You wait here." So I jogged the last 5 kilometres home. I went into the little shed out the back. I took the cobwebs off the wheelchair. I wiped it down. I hadn't used it in a year. The last time I used it was for a photo op. Do you know? Used it for a photo op. So I took the wheelchair out. I carried it up. I lifted it up over my head, and I jogged back to the crossroads with the thatched cottage. And I said, "Now, look, I do have a wheelchair. I do have a wheelchair." And the scobbies, I tell you, the stupid Irish country people, they weren't laughing then. And then I called the police and I told them that these people were making fun of someone with a disability. And when the police turned up, I lifted up the wheelchair again over my head and I shook it and said, "Look, I do have a wheelchair. I do have a wheelchair." So that's the serious part of my routine over. Now it's into the jokes again, lads, scobbies. I have a few penguin jokes. Why do penguins never go to Great Britain? Because they're afraid of whales. Why was one penguin not speaking? Oh, sorry, I forgot to laugh. Why was one penguin not speaking to the other penguin? Because the other penguin gave that penguin the cold shoulder. Why do penguins and polar bears not get on, Scobies? Why do penguins and polar bears not get on? Because they're polar opposites. What's the penguin's favourite relative? Antarctica. I don't think of any more jokes. I can't think of any more jokes. I'll finish one with a Mammy, Irish Mammy joke. I wish I had an African Mammy growing up. That way I wouldn't have to worry about leaving the immersion on and get lectured the next morning after having left the immersion on. That's the joke. Oh, young fella's after kicking a football. He's after kicking a football over here. Anyway, that's it, Scobies. That's it.